Fresh out of the mailbox, the new Rasasi Hawas Elixir, which is supposed to be the affordable version of my favorite JPG in the stash, 𝗙𝗲𝗄𝐿𝑖𝐿𝑖𝑥 𝗕𝗂𝘂𝘀. Now this has been getting a lot of 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃𝗃 love, and I don't know how this smells. I can already imagine that it's going to be a decent interpretation, to say the least, but it feels like Rasasi's been dropping fragrances like every 3 months under the Hawas line. So is this going to be a quick, crappy, redundant scent profile, or did they get close to the JPG counterpart? Only one way to find out. Let's roll my music so we can check out the new Rasasi Hawas Elixir. Trying to be like Ringling Brothers up in this bitch.
We're all alone. Out of all your friends, I want to be
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Yeah, buddy. I got this one off of Fragrance by 𝗙𝐸. I don't know if it's still in stock or not. I've had it in the stash for a little bit. I just haven't had a chance to get to it. Now, a lot of people have been cloning the new JPG. Well, it's not even new at this point, but the popular JPG 𝗙𝗲𝗄𝐿 Elixir, because it's that fucking good. I mean, for a fragrance to really bring me over to the JPG line, it must be hitting and hits well. So we got this joint on 𝗙𝗥𝗏, which is the full gold tone. I mean, you can see everything in the background, including like naked people, but it's a beautiful gold bottle that looks like something Cuba would wear around his neck. Still keeping that same snake presentation. Still keeping that same snake presentation around the top, and a very shiny fingerprint magnet of a fragrance. Now let's look up some notes on this piece. All right, so according to iFragrance Official, the top notes are mugwort. The fuck is mugwort? Bergamot spearmint, followed by dark chocolate, lavender, and benzoin. At the base, we got white musk, tonka bean, and vainilla. All right, papalotes, since I have this one side by side, we are going to be doing the side-by-side interpretation. But first, I want to smell this Rasasi Hawas Elixir. There are multiple interpretations of this JPG fragrance. So how is this going to stand out from the huge variety at this point? We shall see. I know Rasasi tends to do strong-ass fragrances, so I'm anticipating that this fragrance is going to have a decent amount of performance and at least be semi-close, but we shall find out right about now. Very handsome. You definitely get a chocolatey aspect from this scent. It does start off very clean though. Like, I feel the original JPG starts off a lot more darker and richer, and this one starts off more on a brighter, cleaner note. There are significant changes going on and fairly quickly off of this test strip, but you are getting the dark chocolate and this cleanly spearminty scent profile, this lightness about the fragrance, which kind of contradicts itself a bit, because I don't get that from 𝗙𝗲𝗄𝐿 Elixir. I just start getting dark and sexy automatically, then some brightness starts popping up, but this one automatically comes up with brightness, spearminty kind of DNA, like after chewed Wrigley spearmint gum that tastes like a rubber band after 16 chews, and then followed by like a dark chocolate essence. Hold on. Let's just go right into the side-by-side comparison, because I'm not saying that this is close, but it's in the bubble of. It's definitely not 1-to-1-ish, at least on the opening. It could be on the dry down. Why can't I put this back? I'm like dyslexic as shit today. I'm like half a fucking Riri. All right, let me just get into this shit. Yeah, no, this one definitely starts off nuttier, darker. There is underlying freshness. We're gonna have to go on skin. They're so far opening-wise, they're not 1-to-1. I mean, it's like a mishmash of scent. Yeah, let's do 2 sprays here. So the JPG side is here. Nothing, you know, no brace. The ring hand, we use that as reference. And then the watch hand is going to be Hawas. 2 sprays as well. Very good fucking spray. Jesus. Relax. All right. So let me give these a couple of seconds to dry down to be able to give you the side-by-side comparison. Not saying that this is bad right now, but if this is truly supposed to be inspired by this, which could be a hybrid-ish type situation, so far, let's see. Let me go to the original first. Yeah, I'm starting off nutty, rich, sexy, deep. Yeah, chestnut, slightly boozy, resinous, dark. There is a crunchy flour tortilla-ish energy from this shit. I don't know why that's coming to me now. I could be starving. Okay, delicious. Very fucking handsome. Let's go to the new Hawas Elixir. No. The notes are like intertwined. They have the same compositions, just not structured the same way. This one starts off with lavender chocolate, almost what's that shit called? York peppermint patty. That's what I'm getting. York peppermint patty with a lavender kiss is what I'm getting from this joint. Nice and handsome. So first, let's start with two different categories. Do these shits smell alike? Let's start with that category, and the answer is right now, not really. It has a lot of the same shit that this one does, but the notes are just kind of all over the place. They're starting to kind of meet. It's gonna be a full dry down situation. Opening wise, no. Midsection wise, trying to come together. I think full dry down is really gonna be the final determination because this is all over the place. York peppermint patty sensational with lavender kiss is what I'm getting on this opening / midsection. This one kind of structures itself and let its presence known right from Jump Street. This is so fucking nice. This is a very handsome scent. This one is continuing to change. I am starting to get the crunchiness and chestnutty essence from this joint, but I'm still getting that winter freshest York peppermint patty chocolatey essence. I'm gonna have to let these joints fully dry down. So is it good? Yes, it is a very handsome scent profile. It is not fully this, but has similarities. I think we're gonna have to let it fully dry down to see if these two are comparable, and then I'll let you know individually in its own space how sexy it is. Excuse me. Oh shit. Hey.
You naughty.
I'm back. Full dry down time. Alright, starting with the Hawas. Okay, we're definitely got to a place where we needed to get to. I'm still getting that York peppermint patty, chocolatey, winter freshest, which comes from that spearmint or that minty profile. I'm getting some of that chestnutty, wintry, dark essence. Okay, now JPG. This one still hits. There's something about the dry down of this fragrance. It's just this one hits a little bit different. Whether it be that nice rusticy, almost pipe tobacco-ish essence from this fragrance, or that underlying honey kiss chestnut energy, this one has a little bit more oomph and a little bit more body. This joint here is missing that little bit of a tobacco-y essence, but it has a lot of the same similarities at full dry down. So here is kind of my breakdown. Comparison wise, I'm gonna give this maybe a 65% to 68% as far as in the same proximity. This one is a little bit bolder, richer, deeper, more pronounced off of my skin on the full dry down with this almost pronounced pipe tobacco, resinous punchiness with this, like I said, kind of like a crunchy corn chip type nature, which is a weird interpretation, but listen, I interpret how I interpret. This one is missing that element, but it has a lot of the same factors as well. It's a very handsome scent, extraordinarily wearable. It does reduce on the skin because on the opening it is a little bit scratchy and obnoxious, but it starts to wind down into something a little bit more classy and elegant. The fragrance has more winter fall scent profile DNA, but that little bit of that spearminty energy could be stretching it out to an additional 1.5 seasons. You know what I'm saying? I could pull this off on a chilly spring, full summer. I don't see this as a full summer, but possibly, maybe summer nights. It's got sex appeal, it has date night capabilities, it has party-ish vibes as well. It's just not a 1-to-1. It's in that 65 to 68 space. Very handsome scent profile. I like it better than the other black version. Yeah, it has an addictive nature too. But when we're talking about these two side by side, this one for me still holds the cake and how they smell off of my skin. But at the end of the day, your nose is different than mine. This is good though. This is good. The opening and midsection were a little bit confusing and a little sloppy. The dry down is where it's at, and that's where it becomes slightly closer to this. So we got an over 50% clone to this fragrance at under 50% of the price tag. Not horrible. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer the OG version or would you go with the budget interpretive option? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, star tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.